Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. Today I got a lot of requests for something Walking Dead, so we are going to be making scary cupcakes. We're going to be making for the first time red velvet cupcakes. The things that you will need today will be red velvet cake mix. If you don't have box cake, just use your favorite recipe, whatever that may be. 1/3 cup of oil, 1 1/4 cup of water, 3 eggs, and 1 big mixing bowl, and a whisk or electric beater, whatever you like. Okay, let's put this all together. Oh. And you'll notice when you add the water, before the cake mix kind of looked chocolatey, and now it's gonna start to look red, like so. It looks pretty cool, it looks really bloody. And then mix your batter until it's nice and smooth. Once you've finished mixing your batter and it's nice and smooth, what you're going to want to do is line your cupcake tray with these paper liners. And I use a spoon. I'm just going to scoop. It looks like blood. And fill them about 3/4 full. After your cupcakes are done baking, make sure that they've had plenty of time to cool before you start frosting. We are going to frost them with cream cheese frosting because red velvet cake goes really well with cream cheese frosting. And what I did is I scooped a bunch of this frosting into a plastic bag with one of these fancy tips, and I'm just going to do it to each cupcake. Now that we've got our cupcakes frosted, now it's time to decorate. We're gonna start with the brains. I got this mold from Think Geek. It's actually an ice cube tray, but you can use them all the same. Rubber, put it in the freezer, no big deal. So we're gonna fill it with chocolate melts. They're pink chocolate melts. I would suggest getting the Wilton because this is the right color pink that you want for the brains. There's lots of other brands, but their pinks are too bright pink. This is the perfect color for brains. So you're gonna take these chocolate melts and put them in the microwave, and then we're gonna scoop them into a bag and fill these little candy molds, just like we did on the other episode with the chocolate frogs. Just poured all of the melted chocolate into this plastic bag, and I just tied it off with a hair tie. And you're gonna take your baking scissors, just cut the end, and then fill these brains. Ta-da! It actually worked. We had to leave these in the freezer a little longer than I had originally thought. These stayed in for about 20 minutes because they're just very dense, but they look awesome. Check these out. They actually look like creepy brains, so it was perfect. Now, what we're gonna do is I took 3 cupcakes, and we have red raspberry puree. Here's the brand in case you ever want to purchase it. I already bought it made, but there are recipes online if you want to make your own puree. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a little teaspoon. I'm just gonna go like this, kind of make a bed in the middle, a bed of blood in the middle of your cupcake. Then you're gonna take your brain, stick it on there, press it down, let the blood drip. Pretty cool. And then I'm taking this little paintbrush and I'm just gonna splatter blood all over the brains. Now that we got our brain cupcakes done, we're gonna make sheriff badge cupcakes. Yay, for Rick. So what I did is I took a little bit of powdered sugar, just a pinch, put it on the table so that your fondant doesn't stick to the table. If you don't want to use fondant, you can just use yellow frosting to draw a sheriff's badge, or airheads or anything you want. But I'm using fondant, so take a little bit of yellow fondant. And you don't need a lot. You could even use a flattened starburst if you wanted to. I'm just gonna roll it out a little bit. The cookie cutters that I'm using to make the sheriff badge is going to be a circle and this little triangle point. And the reason I'm not using a star is because those ones are used like in Toy Story, but the actual sheriff badges have 7 points. So what we're going to do is cut out the circle and then cut out 7 triangles. And then you're just going to line them up. Put them all the way around, like so. And it kind of looks like a sun, so you can take a little toothpick and kind of just shape them a little bit different so it looks more like a badge. Now the last thing that we're gonna do to decorate our sheriff badges, here it is, all done. I just put it separately on this little tray so we can see, is you're gonna take black frosting. You can take one of these fine tips, put them right on top, so you don't have to use a plastic bag. And then you can reseal it and keep using it. Pretty cool. No wonder they do this. And now we're gonna just take your time and write the word sheriff across the badge. Ta-da! Our creepy Walking Dead cupcakes are done. We have our bloody brains in the back and our Rick Sheriff badges in the front. I love these. I think these are the creepiest cupcakes I've ever done, and they turned out way better than I thought, and they're really easy to do, so I hope you liked them. If you have any other ideas for any other naughty nummies, please leave me a comment below and I will do my best to make it happen. And this is October, so if you have any other creepy ideas, I like those the most. Put those down there for Halloween. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.